Today our group will be presenting about the group project that entitled Family Financial Stories Intergenerational Insights. The aim of this project is to explore how different generations in family manage their finances and how values, culture, and life situations influence their choices. We found that older generations usually prefer traditional methods such as recording expenses, saving money, or gold and investing in real estate. This shows that they are focused on stability and discipline. Meanwhile, younger generations who grew up in the digital era tend to use mobile banking apps, online budgeting tools, and sometimes even cryptocurrencies. For this project, each of us, I, Asfa, Sophie, and Hareez, interview our family members to collect real-life financial stories. From this, we learn that money management is not just taught in school, but also through family values and experience passed down across generations. In conclusions, this project helps us reflect on our own habits and teach us that we can combine the wisdom of the past with the opportunities of the present to build better financial practice.
For our project, we choose the topic Family Financial Stories Intergenerational Insights. This topic looks at the financial habits and lessons learned within families and helps us understand how many management practices can differ between individuals and generations. Each of us interview family members focusing on 4 key aspects of personal finance, which is budgeting, savings, investment, and financial lessons. Our interviewees share their experiences, motivations, and advice, which give us valuable insights into their approaches to financial decision making. We then compile, analyze, and compare all of the responses to identify both common themes and unique differences. These findings are now presented through a mix of written analysis, visual infographics, and storytelling elements to highlight key takeaways that can be applied into this financial context.
Our first aim is to study financial behavior, generation by generation. We compare how grandparents, parents, and younger members view money. The second objective is to identify similarities and differences. Regardless of age core, principles like saving, avoiding debt, and spending wisely remain important, but the methods have changed with the technology and economic condition. Thirdly, the project looks at how cultural and economic context shapes decision. For example, older generations who live through economic hardship tend to be more cautious and prefer cash or real estate, while younger ones are more open to online banking, investment, and global opportunities.
In this section, we are showing some of the documentation from our project. These are the photos from our interview sessions with family members, which serve as our main source of our data. We also prepare a set of structured questions beforehand, and here you can see some of the early drafts that we use to guide the project. For budgeting, 38% of the respondents use written notes such as notebooks, which helps them stay organized. About 25% relied on mental tracking, usually based on experience only, while another 38% use apps or phones tools, showing how younger members adapt to digital tools. For savings, bank accounts were the most common at 33%, seen as safe and reliable. Cash and gold followed at 22% each, with gold valued for long-term security. Cooperative funds like Tabung Haji made up 17%, while e-wallets made 6%, reflecting the younger generation's preference. On investments, 42% prefer gold, a traditional and stable choice, and 33% invested in property, which provides long-term value. Safer instruments like ASB and unit trusts appeared at 17%, while only 9% were explored in crypto.
From this project, I learned that financial habits are strongly influenced by family and generation. The interviews show me that saving early and avoiding unnecessary debt are principles that remain important across time. I realized that while parents often prefer secure methods like bank saving, gold, or property, the younger generation is more open to modern tools like e-wallet and apps. What I found most valuable is that financial stability always comes before luxury. Simple discipline like consistent savings and modest living matter more than how much money you earn. This project also improved my teamwork and communication skills because we had to collaborate, share tasks, and combine different ideas. Overall, the assignment was not only about learning financial concepts, but also about applying them in real life. I now see that balancing traditional wisdom with modern practices can help us manage money better in the future.
For the future, we plan to improve our project by interviewing a larger and more diverse group of family members to get a broader and more representative picture of financial habits across generations. We also want to add a simple online survey so that we can gather number alongside the stories, making it easier to compare trends. We would also like to make our presentation more engaging by using clear infographics, side-by-side generational charts, and, if possible, short video clips from the interviews. Finally, with a little more time for analysis and reflection, we can connect our findings more stronger to the financial concepts from class, making the project both informative and meaningful for our own financial literacy.